I can't pronounce that name.
Nisus, yes. Nisus tried to rescue him, and kind of failed his dex check like 3 times and flopped himself onto the tent. Had some guards come to him, and I believe he escaped. And then, it faded to black for the session as we all woke up in the morning. Now,
can you tell me what around me, what I can grab for my cage?
So you can't so you're in a tent, right? And there's a guy just on a chair in the top right corner of the tent by the entrance. He's got a small candlestick on a little kind of makeshift table next to him. Otherwise, what you can grab the kind of makeshift bars as well. They're kind of made out of a strong wood. It's not a very sturdy cage. You figure you might be able to break this easier, a lot easier than if it were a metal cage. Otherwise, though, you're in this cage. It is morning. What do you guys do? Some of you are, I suppose you all meet up in the encampment in the various areas. What do you guys do?
One second.
Are we all meeting up?
Sure.
Yeah, we probably should.
So you all meet up. You may recall that, what is his name? Almer is your ticket into Reading, apparently. Or he knew a guy, but unless you recall his name, then you don't know who you're supposed to meet, and you don't know where he is. Only Almer.
I don't think I ever said
recall
it.
his name.
I might have, but I don't think I ever said the name.
Regardless, you know where he is. So what do you guys do? You all meet up in town, face to face with each other. Titus looks a little stronger, a little buffer. Might have been working out or something. Boggin probably noticed this, especially being his lover, but either way.
Excuse me, what? Hold on.
You didn't know about that?
Chiseled? Is he more chiseled? Does he have strong pecs now?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh. Is he all oiled up too?
Oh yeah, hold on. This is Titus's new profile picture.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Look at that boy. Imagine making pottery with that guy, Boggin. Just think about it.
Does it make you wet? Does it make you wet? Would you be the clay in his hands?
All right. Too far. Stop moving. I'm trying to assign your HP.
I already have my old.
Oh, hey, we need to put in my new one too, actually.
You have a new one as well. All right.
I sent it to you.
You can post it yourself.
That isn't even accurate to what armor Titus is wearing anymore. I'm wearing full plate mail now, basically.
So, you guys all meet up in the center of town without Almir, the dashing elf, or the dexterous elf, the slim elf.
I'm gonna ask.
Obviously not the charismatic one.
I'm gonna ask what happened to Almer. Because I don't know.
Yeah, guys, what happened to Almir?
He's jailed in the tent.
Why is he jailed?
I don't know.
Did he get caught?
Presumably.
Wait, am I there? I don't know.
Yeah, you all meet up in the center of town.
Essentially, we went and assassinated the new guy, that one dude, and they're pretty upset about it. And then we tried to... Yeah.
And then...
We killed Count Blade, Sir Goran, and we almost killed the wizard lady.
Eat hell.
Wait, so how are you two?
We didn't even come close to killing Eve.
I didn't go into town with him.
Wait, where are we?
Yeah, no,
You are in the encampment around Reading. It is besieged.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
by Count Blade's men.
Wait, we're in the settlement.
Yes.
And he got caught because he went into the settlement.
So what happened?
You guys.
Okay, I'll explain it. So you guys Titus, Almer, and Rotund went and killed Count Blade and Sir Goran. He was in a carriage, and they came back with his carriage, and Almir dressed up in the guard uniform of Count Blade's personal guard and tried to pass into the encampment with his carriage, saying they got attacked. And his story didn't really add up with the captain of the encampment, and he has been imprisoned, furthering pending investigation, because he told them Count Blade died, or that he was captured. His story was a little unclear.
No, I
kinda-
said he died from the beginning.
You said multiple things during
No,
that segment.
Rotan was the one saying he was captured. I never said captured.
You said multiple different. You changed your story like 3 times. I remember this very well. But regardless, what do you guys do in the center of town? What is your plan?
Well, so we don't know how to get into Reading.
No.
Should probably see about breaking Almer out. Just so we can get into Reading.
An interesting
Not
idea.
so that bust him out. But
Okay.
that's secondary.
I changed the profile picture, but it's not changing in game.
Yeah, I have to drag it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll just delete my own character.
This looks like a copyrighted Pathfinder image.
Mine probably is a copyrighted Pathfinder.
I almost guarantee it. They make really good avatars.
Actually, It's
Well,
I
literally
literally
the
just
same.
googled like
It's the same format.
tribal warrior D&D and
Alright.
Mine's copyrighted, but copyrighted by me.
How do you all plan? Yes, he drew that himself. Very beautiful.
Um,
How do you plan to break out, Almir? What is your plan?
What is my plan?
we could light the tent on fire and then they'd have to let him out.
um,
You know, that's a good idea in theory.
I've already tried this. I'm
However-
just gonna keep silent.
What if they decide that they aren't gonna let him out, and the fire keeps being fired?
I
have a very
decent plan, but I'm
crispy
not there,
elf.
so I can't say it.
Very crispy.
hey, has it been a long rest yet? Can I have my health restored back to 5?
Have you? Yeah, you slept 8 hours. Sure, yeah. Gain
Yes.
HP.
Did
Do I get
I
HP
sleep?
back? I would have slept in the cage. I'm not
Yes,
tired
Bird, you slept.
You gain HP in the cage. You gain 1 HP. Burb, yeah,
Sweet.
you really slept. You gained a lot of HP too. All right, so
I'm
what?
strategic. I was just trying to get a short rest.
Give me some ideas, guys. What are you up to this day?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Where in the tent am I?
you're in the like
You're the top.
the bottom left corner of the tent in like a wooden cage. It's
I
got
would
like
reach out to see if I can pick up the tent at all, or is it like bolted down?
the tent.
Like, you know what I mean?
So
Can I
you-
lift up the flats of the tent,
so
like
you-
the walls?
You go to the left of you, pick up a flap, and it kind of lifts up. Yeah, pretty decently. Like, how far do you lift this up? Do you try and lift it up all the way to your height?
No, I don't want to be suspicious.
All right, so you just see if you're testing the waters. All right, cool. We get a satisfying burp from Boggin as he finishes off breakfast.
Sorry.
Breakfast of mac and cheese.
It's a good breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
Yes.
My
Craft.
character and myself needs to go take a shit, so I'm gonna go do that.
Okay. You see Rotund going off towards the local, not watering hole, poop trench. Probably. It's probably just a big.
Let's be
trench.
honest. Let's be honest. You'll be walking right to the water hole.
So, what do you guys do? Any ideas?
Do you have any
We gotta
idea,
Try
Bogger?
and make a plan to bust Almer out.
I already gave you guys my idea.
The fire idea
It's not a good one.
for the most part,
God, I have
There's
a
a
good
nod to
idea,
risk.
but I can't say it.
of killing him.
Well,
What if,
did I see the cage that he was in? Would I know that it would be easy to break?
Yeah, you looked in. You saw it. It's like a wooden, kind of shittily made cage. It looks like it was made here, actually. Yeah.
That's kind of rude. Then I'd probably share with them that it's a easy to break cage, probably.
What
Shitty
race is Almer?
Elf.
elf?
Okay.
hmm
I know
He's a knife eater.
There just happens to be no elves, which are a rare race in this country, and Count Blade's personal guard. Part of the reason why he may have gotten caught. Part of the reason. All right.
I would be like rubbing my fingers on the bars, seeing if any of them are like loose or it's gonna be easy to move.
So like, they're not.
Because you said
So you
Made
could like
here.
you figure you could tip this cage over, but like there's bars on the bottom as well. They're pretty weak. You figure if you like shoved yourself into it, you could probably break through. Granted that you don't roll like shit, but you know, yeah.
Alright.
But none in specific is more loose than the other as you kind of go around your cage. What are these? Is this Titus? Oh god. Why does that guy have a noose around his neck? Hold on.
It's Gunther.
Oh, that's Gunther? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Jeez. Cool. Alright, guys. What do you do? Give me some actions. It's like around 8 a.m. Maybe?
I would wait and just watch the guard, see if
I
he
think
gets
maybe we
distracted
should
by
try
anything.
the fire strategy. We need to like. We need... Hey, it might be a good idea.
You dissed it at first,
We
but I'm
distract-
glad you're coming around.
You distract them, the guards. Someone stealthily lights a fire, and then I call attention to the fire after they get away, and then hopefully they'll evacuate the prisoner. At the very least, maybe cage and all, but that's still progress.
So, are you set on this plan? Is this what we're gonna do?
I'm not dead set.
Okay.
You know.
Anyone else? Speak up.
I'm okay with it. It was my idea. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in when they do it, but yeah.
Alright, we ought to wait for O10.
Okay. Can I fill my water skin somewhere?
Can you fill your water skin? Yeah, you managed to find a well that was dug outside of town for like a farm, but they're using it for the encampment.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast water to wine on my water skin.
It goes off successfully, and you turn your water skin into a water skin full of wine.
Well, can I fill my other water skin with water?
Do you have 2 water skins?
water?
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do. All right.
No one charges you or anything. A guard does say, only 3 fillings per day, just so you know.
All right.
As he watches over the well. So there's a lot of soldiers in this camp, just so you guys know. Like, you're not seeing a lot of what you usually see, like common folk going about their daily business. Most people are wearing leather to chainmail, like armor, walking around with spears or short swords. You see a couple of people with plate mail and long swords, but it's rarer than the rest, for sure. So we're just waiting for Rotund
Honestly,
to commit the plan.
Indeed.
Like, what's my guard doing in the tent? Like, what is he doing currently at the
He
moment?
is sitting there looking about as bored as a retail store clerk looking over a dressing room, making sure no one steals anything. If you've ever experienced that, I have.
I would actually try to lift up the tent flat a little more.
You do what?
I will lift up the tent flap to about where I can crawl up, where I will be able to crawl out.
He rolls a natural 1 on his perception check and yells over to you, "Hey, put that down." As you reach for it,
I'll put it down.
lift it up. All right. He goes, "Stop
I
messing
mean,
with
how high did I
things.
get it?
Keep your hands where I can see them." You got it about to your like ankles height. He rolled a natural 1, so it's a pretty good perception check. Pretty good.
He was intently staring at you the entire time you did that.
He looked like a retail store clerk, and then he heard someone getting a BJ in one of the dressing rooms, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was totally alert, dude. Actually, that actually happened when I was working at TJ Maxx. Since we got some free time here, there was a girl blowing a guy in one of the dressing rooms. Very,
Wow.
very interesting experience. Guys, have any D&D related stuff you want to talk about? About your character, about the current state of affairs for the episode?
I want to wait till next time.
Oh.
So
So how are we gonna set fire?
Can I play my
Can you what?
On a figure like.
Can I play my
Georgia?
pan flute?
Yeah, dude. You see the satyr, the entirely black satyr, pull out a pan flute and start to play it.
Hang on, I have flint and steel, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
No.
I start playing my pan flute and then Boggan's over here like, I have flint and steel.
Dude, he's gonna burn the pan flute, dude. Of course.
Ranger.
So dwarves are actually vehemently against pan flutes for some reason. It's just lore in this world. They hate them. It's one of their natural enemies. They get a +1 to hit against it.
Oh. So,
I would discuss the plan now, guys. Try and get it kind of
Yeah. Alright.
hammered out.
So let's
Weird.
watch like the guard tent area. Can we see like how many people have like eyes towards the guard tent, like see if there's any sort of like gaps in vision anywhere,
So
and see who's just like over there, basically.
it's like when you look at the guard tent, you see two guards standing like watch over where it kind of opens. It's more like a fence than like an actual like gate to a palisade, but there are tiny little palisades about, I believe I said 4 foot high last time. 4 foot high palisades, yeah. So
And I
you
had
can
to
see
jump
right
over.
over it. You see about six command tents. There's one really large one towards the back, and then there's 3 on one side and 2 on the other. And they, I mean, from time to time, you'll see people walk out. They usually wear plate mail. Sometimes they're armed with either a long sword, a bastard sword, or a two-handed sword. They all look what you'd think to be like knights to look like. They all look kind of veteran in appearance, around 40 or 50, and some of them have like big scars on their faces, while others look pretty beautiful for their profession.
So like, can we identify from your which tent Elmer's being held in?
So Nisus would know that it's the middle tent in the row of 3 to the right.
Okay.
Nisus has seen
is
that.
Boggan asking about
I'm just
the tent?
letting you know what you know. I don't know. Is he asking?
Huh.
Would you
So-
ask him about the tent?
Outside, so okay, middle right, and that's next to the Palisades, right?
Yeah. The
Palisade
Palisades are
wall.
behind it. Right?
Okay, so in theory, could someone chuck a torch up and over onto the tent? Is that area being watched?
Ask yourself, is that humanly possible? Yes, you could try and do it.
Okay, I mean just
So, like
okay. Is
it's
there
not
anybody-
being
can we
specific.
tell
The
if there's
back
anybody
isn't
watching
being
there?
specifically watched. The gate is where the 2 guards are. Actually, outside the tent that Almer is in, there is a new guard station there that wasn't there the day before. I believe Nisus would also know why that is.
Yes, I would.
But otherwise, there's no one
What I thought.
like in particular looking at the area behind the 3 tents, right? Now, from time to time, though, you'll see someone leave the tent on the other side and look right in that direction. You feel me? So there's no one in specific looking there.
It's going to be more complicated than I thought.
Because I failed my dex check.
We could try the now. Too high risk.
Too high risk.
I was like fire and forget, literally, and just hope that they don't just let the prisoner burn to death.
Wait, are you planning
I
on
mean,
burning
you
the
could
tent he's
break-
in,
Break out of the cage.
or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, that was the original plan.
interesting.
Why not? I can't say
You know,
it.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a really big fan of this plan. I like it.
I
I
feel a
heard-
distraction would be better.
True.
Thank you. Someone said it.
You guys have to remember, this is Titus's idea that we're going along with. So,
Hey, dude, you're pretty successful with the ladies.
Titus,
I feel like you're the
does
alpha.
I
that
didn't-
seem-
I was still thinking in the mindset that it was just one tent by itself, not with the fact that there's a lot of other tents in the same palisade.
So there's 6 tents really.
Well, we could probably start a couple fires then.
Whew.
Fuck.
I love
Okay,
your
wait,
plans
maybe-
right now. These are fun. Don't change your plans. I like them. They're cool.
I mean, if you want to give me the flint and steel, I'll go try and set a fire. I don't have fire starting as a proficiency, but I can try.
Oh my lord. I have fire building as a
So
proficiency.
fire building helps without flint and steel generally. I mean, you could build a better fire with flint and steel, like an even better one with fire building. The question is, does any particular wizard have a fire spell? That's the question.
The wizard went to take a piss and then come back.
He's taking
It's not
a
really
he's taking a
wizard.
number 2. Let me make sure. Have you been putting your spells in the spell slots? Yes, you have. I'm proud of all of you. You're all great.
Oh.
Not you. You're gay with Boggin. That's another story. Dude, I've noticed Titus is getting the ladies and the men. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I'm just like,
Dude.
You should swing
It's being a
it.
tribesman.
I have a
I'm
hard
no
time
wise
keeping my
girlfriend. I
characters,
don't
like,
think anybody's
completely straight. There's no
wrong.
reason. It's more fun when they're not.
I'm only 28 years old, though.
I'm like
28-year-old
40 now.
Titus does look to be around 40-ish. That is true. Have any of you ever asked him about that since we have this free time?
I mean, I wouldn't know what.
I mean, most of them were, a lot of them were there, weren't they? They would know what
Yeah,
happened.
but how do you feel? How do you feel about it too? Is the question.
I mean, I ain't the happiest about it, but you know what? I still got all my strengths,
You're
and I got a little bit of gray hair, which some of the ladies like. But you know, Rufus is a little weirded out, but that's okay. He'll get over
You
it.
play a better Forrest Gump than Tom Cruise, Tom. I'm just telling you right now.
You mean Tom Hanks?
Is it Tom Hanks? Yeah, Tom Hanks.
It is Tom
Whoops.
Hanks.
Yeah, it is. You never go full retard.
Oh my lord.
I didn't say Tom Cruise. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Ooh, I named her such an ugly name. I just realized what I named the Countess of Reading. You guys want to know it?
Change it.
Yeah.
Ingrid.
I like that name.
Ugh.
We haven't met her yet. You can still change it.
No, it's got to be Ingrid. I already told you guys her last name. I know that. She's got to be Ingrid.
Okay. What did I miss?
Are you here? They're planning on burning the tent that Almer is in.
No,
As a
no,
distraction.
we're doing
No,
a
not the tent
distraction.
that just like set fire to another tent. as a
Okay.
distraction.
So
I think that's a terrible decision, and I'm not going to participate.
Really? This is where you draw the line?
our pyromaniac is getting second thoughts apparently.
Okay, I was not getting second thoughts. I was never part of it. See, I burn things when I know I won't get caught. In
I
this
can encase
situation,
you in shadow.
I don't want to be encased in
Where you
shadow.
can't get caught, like, in the
I'm
middle
not
of the
black.
town.
Yeah, we're gonna get caught in the middle of this town when we're burning things in Stormybrook, where the warden is like a fat man with a huge mustache and doesn't actually know how to walk very well. Like, we're fine.
There you go.
Terrible plan.
Like, fall over too.
All right. So are you guys gonna go on the plan on your own, or what's happening here? What's
Sure,
I'm not gonna
hand me that flint and steel, boy.
I will watch, and if the guards do flood over there, I will try to get Almir out.
All right.
Okay.
So what tent do you
So
plan
here's
on
the plan.
burning and where?
Okay, alright, so like someone is next to the palisade wall where Elmer is like capped.
That'll be me.
Okay. And then
Who's
someone,
burning?
probably me, is going to be at the front, talking to the guards at the front, when whoever chucks the fire does it. And then when that happens, I'm going to point it out so that it starts a commotion like that. And then I'm going to whistle. Wait, no. I might be
No.
too obvious.
That would be super suspicious.
I'm just gonna say, "Ah, fire!" really loud, and that's your cue to
Oh,
wait like 10
fire.
seconds and then go over into the tent.
So is Titus setting the fire?
I believe so. That's our.
I mean, I need the flint and steel, but yeah, I'll go set the fire.
I'd hand him my flint and steel.
I'm very concerned. Now, Titus, what you want to do is you want to set like a piece of wood or something on fire and just throw it onto a tent, and then run.
I was just gonna light the tent on fire, but okay, sure, let's do that.
Do you want to be encased in shadow for this?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
All right, I'm gonna use my power on him.
Right now?
No, like when we do the
Okay.
plan.
Are you guys doing this at night or like midday, late in the day?
At night, definitely at night.
At night.
Night.
At night, the fire will be more obvious.
If you want to
Yes.
have that conversation in private, Rotund, we can.
I just made the channel.
All right. So if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, I guess I need to go talk to Rotund about his discreet action. All right.
Oh.
So, yeah, who do you approach about this? Let's try and be quick so
I
that
would-
we don't keep him
I
waiting.
would probably be the guy. Probably be the guy that arrested him in the first place.
You go to talk to the captain? Do you go to the palisades where the two guards are standing? And you ask for the captain, and they say, okay. They don't bother you much with what the business is. Tom, can you hear me? Okay, cover your ears. All right. Anyway, so you go to the tent, and the captain stands in front of you, full in plate. All right. So what do you do?
I'm going to
Next
ask
to you.
him, how important is that prisoner to you?
Which prisoner?
The one that you have in that cage.
How do you know about that?
I thought it was common knowledge around the camp. I've heard whispers about it.
I haven't told many. Only my most trusted.
Oh, well, my apologies. I guess you can't really trust your most trusted.
Seems that way. What do you care?
I heard whispers of something that might happen concerning that, but I would like to be paid if I were to tell this information, because
Kind of like raises an eyebrow. If you know something, you are honor bound by law to tell me such things.
Do I get a reward?
Depends on what's happening.
Well, there may or may not be a fire, and you may or may not want to be guarding your prisoner at that time. That's all.
Why?
I'm just gonna walk. There's people who want to break him out.
Did he kill Count Blade?
I wouldn't know. I just know that you have a prisoner, and I overheard that they want to kill people. Or that they want to break him out, not kill people.
Interesting. Will you come with me for a moment? He gestures inside.
Where? Where?
He gestures inside to the palisaded area.
Sure.
He leads you inside his tent, and he basically talks it over with you and tries to get out of you exactly why you know this. You tell him anything in specific, or?
I'm gonna say I know people, and I can connect you with those people. Theoretically.
All right. After you tell, if you're being elusive with it, so he continues to question you, but I assume you don't give it up. Why you know this?
No.
All right. He tries.
Well,
to keep,
I told him that
And you-
I'm over.
and you've told him this tonight. That's gonna happen tonight.
No, I just said to keep an eye out.
Okay. Then he goes, "When is this going to happen? Do you know?"
I don't know any specifics. I just know that there's supposed to be a fire involved, and then they're gonna break him out. That's all I overheard.
So, if you're looking to get paid until this event occurs, I would ask you stay in the guest tent here in the command center. And if you're lying, I'll have you hung up by your feet for the rest of the week.
Can I won't leave the town. I'm not a big fan of staying in the guest tents of places. I prefer to sleep outside, but
I prefer
otherwise
you stay in the guest tent. And he puts his big burly hand on your shoulder, kind of like pushes you out of his tent and towards the guest one. Do you try and persuade him anymore, or give up?
I'll just go in there, I guess.
All right.
Is there a bed?
There is a bed. You are kind of under guard. Someone is sitting outside, babysitting you.
Oh, sick. I'll probably talk to him.
All
But
right.
okay.
Are we good?
Go back to the. Yeah.
All right, guys. So you wait until night.
Yeah.
All right. You wait until
Yes.
night and tell me what you do. You are in free action, of course.
Okay. So should we burn down the tent he's in, or just another one to
Another
create
one,
a
definitely
distraction?
Another one.
Okay, if he's on the right, we should look like okay. If you imagine like a clock, and the hour hand where like an Elmer is, right? That'd be like 3 o'clock.
Wait, does anybody have liquor?
So where the minute hand is, like we should probably burn around like 11 o'clock on the clock. Not a time, but like relative position.
So you're planning on
Okay, one
burning
second.
a
So, like,
tent to the
Forward
left?
and to the left.
So the upper
Yeah.
left or the bottom left?
Yeah, upper left.
Okay.
So, like, there.
Yes.
If this was like the
Yeah.
area.
hmm
Okay, and
I would be
and he's
here.
what, like over here?
Yeah, he's in the middle. There's a tent there. There's a big tent here, and then there's a tent over here. As you guys, are you guys scoping this out during the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get who in specific is scoping it out? Who is your watcher over this place? You
I
guys-
guess all. It's like, yeah.
All right.
I should know.
Give
if
me
you're
a
watching
perception check
Hang on.
throughout the day. No.
Damn.
You do notice a new guard towards the bottom left tent, but nothing else. You don't notice anything else. So there is a guard now looking towards the right direction as well now.
What's my guard doing in my tent at the moment?
The one guard inside is just fiddling with a piece of wood with a dagger, and he's like scraping it. It looks like he's trying to make the shape of a duck. And the one outside, you can't really tell. It's kind of, the flap is kind of not showing through.
I'm gonna go see if I can't buy a bottle of liquor.
Sure. What are you looking to buy?
What would burn well?
High percent.
High percentages, so
Like-
vodka, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably
Probably like
go for
some
vodka,
sort
yeah.
of moonshine that wasn't made too well.
Like grain alcohol.
Yes, grain alcohol. How much are you looking to
Wine,
buy? Are you looking to buy a gallon? Less than a gallon?
How much would be needed for like a Molotov to set a tent
A
on
bottle.
fire? Would I know that?
Just,
Probably just the
A
bottle.
nice bottle, like half a liter, right? Am I getting that?
Okay, I'd probably look
correct?
at half a liter.
All right, sure. You buy half a liter for a silver piece.
Alright.
Yeah, and you have it. Do you get a little cloth and like dab it in there like a Molotov?
I mean, not yet, but I'm going to.
All right.
So
So
just put it down as Molotov.
you can put it down as liquor, grain alcohol, 1 liter till you lose it. So I need to know exactly where you're all positioned, who is participating in this plan.
Do we have a map for this? So I can...
The one Tom drew is actually fine, but you are not participating. I think you are where we left you off at, maybe. So, God damn it. Who drew the red X? No. Now I'm stuck on the...
Who do you think?
I think that was earlier. Titus.
Alright, well,
He's the red one.
I'll just delete the shitty black X. Yes, so there's a tent there, tent over here, tent here, and a tent there. So where...
Is this the one that Almir
Yes,
is in?
the middle one is where he's in. This is like the big one.
And there's a tent here.
Yes.
Wait, which
Is
one
there
has
another
a...
tent here?
This is the burn target.
This is burn target. This is why it's red, right?
That's what you said. Yes, you said that is the burn target.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Towards the middle, there's like what
right.
looks to be a place for a fire, but they don't seem to use it often.
And where's the gate?
It
Is
is
it-
towards
is
the
the gate
front, yeah. And there's a
Okay.
guard here
So
and a guard here.
I'm
There's
gonna
also-
be waiting here.
A guard here and a guard out front here. Those are the 2 guards who aren't inside tents. Or
Can I
staff.
see Can I see the guard that's on the other tent
That ping.
at all?
No, you can't even see
Okay.
the guard outside your tent. The flap is closed.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. You can see the guard
So
inside
I'm
your
gonna
tent.
wait here.
You're gonna wait where? You can move your token on the
Here.
map if you want.
How do I?
Where did Titus's
this place
token
is?
go? Oh yeah, I enlarged it. Whoops. Here we go. Here's the real
How do
Titus.
How do I free place this thing?
Alt,
How do
I
I not
think.
snap
Alt
to
click.
it?
Yeah,
Alt?
alt click.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there we go.
That's good to know. I needed that for my campaign. Okay, that's really good to know. Thank you.
So you guys stand in front, right? Or Boggin, you stand in front right there?
Yep.
We're gonna put you off to the side for right now. Alright, is there anyone else we're missing? No, this is everybody. So, who starts the plan? Feel you're in
Oh wait, weren't you guys gonna do some shadow thing on me or something?
Yeah. Before
So-
we get into position, I would make the Molotov for
Okay.
Titus.
Is it nighttime yet?
Explain
Yes,
to
it
him
is
how
nighttime.
to do the lighting of it and just tossing it, basically.
Alright, Titus, you were explaining these kind of uncomplicated instructions for a regular person. How does Titus take these instructions? Easy or no?
My intelligence is 10.
Alright. So, yeah, he hands you this, shows you how to use it.
And then I'm gonna cast the shadow on both him and myself.
Alright, so you have to focus for that. Remember that, so...
Yeah.
If you lose your focus, you will be unshadowed. Regardless, so Titus, it seems like you are the kind of torch to our plan here. So what do you do? When do you do it?
So, I guess, so I'm like cloaked, right? What does that mean?
You are completely encased in shadow. You can't see it, but you do see when as soon as... what does it look like when you do this again?
I close my eyes and the raven on my helmet glows like the basically that color.
Okay. It just glows, and
And
then
then-
you're encased in shadow. So that's what it looks like
Yeah.
when you see him just encase himself in shadow, and I believe he told you were going to be encased in shadow. So he
Yeah.
encases you in shadow, and
But would Titus know what that means?
I'm not sure. All you know, Titus, is he said he encased you in shadow, and he did a thing where he is now encased in shadow, almost invisible, pretty much in the
Okay.
dark. Unless you walk next to a torch. Which, by each tent there's a guard, there is a torch next to it. And inside each tent, you also see some candlelight as well. Not torchlight.
Okay.
So what do you do?
So you said there are guards outside, like the entry area to the palisade.
Yeah,
thing.
right in front of Boggin.
I'm
there's two
assuming they would
lights.
have torches.
Actually, no. There is a torch in front of them, though. Like, kind of like stationed or behind one of them.
Would I be able to like go around?
Yeah, you can
towards
distance
where
yourself
the tent...
enough into the road path that goes by it, where you cannot be seen by the torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do that. Am I able to climb over this palisade wall or no?
Give me a dex check if you want to.
4.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a
You get
pass.
over no problem.
Okay. Well, I want to light the Molotov and then throw it at the tent,
How close are you to this
or
tent?
at the ground right next to the tent.
How close do you stay?
Like, I want to be like a good couple feet away because I don't want to catch fire myself.
3 feet, 4 feet.
Um,
Give me exact distances.
Like, I'm gonna say like 10, 12 feet.
All right, so you're 10, 12 feet away. In which direction? North, south, east, west? Down here, over here, over here?
North.
North?
like
so you're
there.
up in the corner. Okay. And
Yeah.
you're inside the palisade. You throw it. Give me a d20 plus 2 to hit for your Thaco.
20.
So that hits
So-
with your Thaco bonus. You smack the back of the tent, and it catches fire pretty rapidly. And then within about probably less than half a minute, probably 20 seconds, you hear fire, fire from one of the
Okay, I want to
guards on
climb
this
back
side.
over the palisade wall.
Give me another dex check. Is that a fail?
Yeah, that's a fail.
You
just
try and
barely.
maneuver yourself over the palisade wall, and you flop, hit your face on the ground, smack dab. Fortunately, since you're not the one concentrating on the spell, you don't become unshadowed. But
Okay.
So,
you do fall.
are the guards in my tent reacting to the fire?
The one inside kind of like stands up and looks out, so it's kind of hard to move because you're attached your token to this guy. Hold on. We'll just move you over there for now. We'll move you, yeah. We'll move you over there for now.
I didn't mean to.
This X moves over here to this tent, and he's like looking at it, astonished. And he's like, "Fire! Fire!" And this guard as well moves over, and you see people coming out of their tents in this area, looking around and like looking at the fire. And one guy from this tent down here runs over here, and Boggin, you're standing right there in front of the guards, right? Kind of like loitering.
Yeah.
These two guards here walk away and run to go get. You assume to be probably buckets of water or help from somebody.
Gotcha.
And as well as the man
Okay, so
from that
the
tent.
guard in my tent left, right?
The guard inside is just
standing
like
outside.
he's inside the tent with opening the flap. You can see out. You see a flaming tent on the upper left side of the officer's encampment. As he peers out, you can see through him.
And there's a lot of commotion and yelling and running around right now. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people screaming, saying fire.
I would try to break my cage.
Give me a strength
I'm
check.
gonna try to jump over the palisade.
Give me a dex check. Boggin, are you doing anything? The guards just abandoned their post in front of you.
Oh
Oh my god, Nisus, you go to kind of leap over the palisade wall and give me a saver's death as you fall to the ground to see if you can hold, or actually give me a willpower check to see if you can hold your concentration. That's probably a lot better. I like that check better for this.
no. Willpower?
Or wisdom, sorry, wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wisdom, willpower.
Wisdom check, okay.
Yeah. Alright, you managed to concentrate hard enough to hold the
I also broke. I still
spell.
passed my.
Wait,
check.
was that 17 your first one?
That was...
That was for the
you
fall.
told me for death save.
Okay. Alright, we'll go with the 10, so you succeed. Regardless. You do break the cage as you kind of burst out behind the...
I would go under the flap, and if it goes up to my ankles, I can crawl under it.
Yeah, you
And he's like-
successfully go under the flap and the back, so towards the left side, you get out. You see a fire burning over here.
Can I try and get out again?
You got out. You just tripped as you. So you got out. But
Oh,
you,
okay.
like,
I thought I
did.
fell on the inside.
No, you fell outside. So anyone else do anything?
Do I see?
Do I know where my stuff is?
Uh,
By chance? Do I see where they put it?
No, you have no
So
idea.
where do the guards go?
The guards, they ran south of you, and they look to be going towards what you'd know to be probably the nearest well.
I'm gonna actually help them out.
So you
Help
go
them put out
run.
the fire.
Oh, you go run to the well? All right, you go run to
Yeah.
the well. Yeah, you get to the well eventually with them, and you start running back. What do the rest of you do? Well, Logan is being a hero.
I'm just gonna start walking away slowly,
I
like
would
not
jump
slowly,
off the
just
wall.
like at a brisk pace.
Okay,
Gonna go find Rufus.
okay, you go find Rufus. What do you do, Nisus?
Have I seen Almir come out of the tent?
Oh yeah, you see a
I
almost stark naked elf. He's got like a loincloth on. kind of like scrunch under this tent and pop back up. He can't see you though. You're completely encased in shadow inside the tent or inside the encampment.
I'm going to whisper to him to come towards the palisade and
So
I want to.
you hear you hear a voice out of nowhere saying what?
come this way. We must escape.
I had no.
What?
Y'all are lagging.
Yes, he is lagging indeed.
Okay. I would go over the wall
Give me a.
and go to it.
So you just leap over the wall. Give me a dex check.
Can I boost him instead?
Blind
That's a
dex.
pass. I have 19 dex.
Yeah, he passes.
You have 19 decks.
Jesus.
What did you roll for that?
An 18, and he's an elf, so he gets a +1 to dex. -1 to con.
Alright,
So
then I'm gonna hop over the wall too.
also give me a dex check to see if you can hold your concentration. Or not hold your concentration, but succeed.
Oh no.
Alright, give me
Did you
another
say wisdom?
wisdom. Yeah, give me another wisdom to see if you get through this ordeal.
Yes.
Yeah, you managed to just barely hold on to the concentration you need to encase yourself in shadow. And you are both outside the officer's tent. Or encampment. Sorry. What do you do?
I'm going to rush him to the temple and see if I can't get like extra clothes for him.
So, as you rush him, you're still encased in shadow, but you catch a couple of eyes staring at the naked elf walking through the streets. Mainly like off-duty soldiers, a couple of women as you go towards the temple and get closer to like the followers part of the camp. Stare right at him and like look at him kind of strangely.
I would ask, does he know where my stuff is?
No. Would I?
What?
Did I see it in the officer's tent?
Did you go inside the officer's tent?
I looked inside, remember?
Do you know what his stuff looks like?
I mean, I've seen him.
So
with all of
you
his
didn't
stuff
see
on,
it.
haven't I?
You didn't see it in the big tent. I can tell you that much. Did you look in any other tents? I can't recall. I don't think you did, but
If the flaps were open, maybe. But that's about it.
all right. So Boggin, as they go to the temple, and Titus runs off to find his buffalo, you help put out this fire. Give me a
Yeah.
intelligence check to see how well you put out this fire with them. If you contribute much. Int because, you're trying to be smart about it. Oh yeah, no, you succeed with flying colors. You definitely were an instrumental part in putting out this fire. As you bring buckets back and forth, you might come up with the idea to like form a line, right, of people to push buckets down and then push them back, and that kind of helps out a lot. And eventually the tent fire goes out. You learn Boggin being so close proximity that no one was injured, and they don't know what started the fire. But upon like a closer inspection, you do see a broken bottle on the ground.
All right.
What appears to be.
Can I,
Boggin was hard to plan.
I try and stash that. Just like try and hide it.
Discreetly?
Yeah.
Give me a Dex and Charisma check to see if you can discreetly grab it, and if you look cool or discreet doing it. Alright, you definitely deftly grab it. But you kind of look ugly doing it. Yeah. As far as the charisma goes, like, it's pretty
I mean, you
obvious.
just put out the fire,
So
so you're good.
it's pretty obvious he picked something up to everybody. Like, everyone looks at him, like he kind of stumbled as he did it, and like he grabbed it really quickly, and no one saw the bottle. But it was like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You know? A couple of the guards try and go to help you up since you helped them out, and they're like, "You okay, man? Fire get to you?"
Yeah, a little bit. Just
Bogging
the heat,
around?
you know. The heat
Alright.
may be a bit woozy.
So how long do you stay with these guys?
I guess as long as or as little as I need to.
And Rotund, what are you doing during all this?
I'm just chilling in
Alright.
the place that I'm in.
All right.
That way, we're just sitting. I'm just gonna sit on the bed.
So
and have my stuff. Just gonna.
awesome. All right. So Nisus and Almir, you make it to this temple. You see a cleric that is to Arn and a cleric to Sonar both look at you as you open the tent flap.
I'm going to dispel my shadows before I open it.
Okay, you become unencased in shadow and their eyes go, Hello, Nisus, goes the cleric of Sonar. What brings you here? As he kind of scowls. With this naked elf.
I found him in the streets. He is wounded and needs clothes.
You know where the spare clothes are as he beckons to a corner of the room with some spare, like, ratted clothes. They're not very good. They're like, kind of let you to, like, you ever played Oblivion? Imagine what the beggars wore in Oblivion. If you've never played that, just look up Beggar Oblivion Elder Scrolls and you'll get that reference rather well.
I know.
Otherwise, so do you stay in this tent
You
after
shared
you
the
heal
great
him?
thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to prep to heal him because he is wounded, right?
Are you?
I am wounded.
So you give me a D8 for heals.
Check off Cure Light Wounds. Wait, I think I have a macro for it. I
It's just a D8.
didn't put it in bar though.
Fuck.
God damn it. Okay.
Fuck.
So regardless, as you
Oh,
guys
wait.
are doing this,
Damn.
full D8 worth of heals.
I think that puts me at full. I'm not bad. Yeah, that'll be 12 and only have 11 health.
Yes, that is.
How do I delete my fucking
Your what?
my like freehand shit?
You kind of gotta scroll over it. Like, if you just like hold that, click down, you'll see a blue box, and if you go over whatever you drew, you can delete it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a little temperamental. There's Boggin. So Boggin, as you're helping put out this fire, you do hear, and you picked up this bottle and whatnot, and you're standing around for a moment. You hear, "The prisoners escaped." You don't know who this guy is, but it is the guard that was guarding Almir, and you see the big captain in plate mail, strong bearded and kind of like a baldish head, walk out of his tent and go, All right. Obviously, this was an old catch fire and run scam. He's got a partner. Spread out in teams of 2 and find him. And, Boggin, you see him deploy multiple groups of guardsmen to go find the prisoner.
Wait, do they not suspect me?
Oh, hell no. No, you were very helpful in putting out this fire.
I see.
I would actually though.
They think you're kind of weird because you kind of tripped over your own feet earlier, as you definitely picked up the piece of glass or the bottle. So yeah, do you do anything about that, or are we skipping around to more people?
I guess I just skip around to more people. Don't really have a plan.
All right. So you're chilling with the
Think this
guards.
far ahead.
How quickly can I get him out of the encampment.
Pretty quickly, you clothe him. Like, imagine, like, it takes probably, like, a minute to get clothed and heal him. So you're in there for about a minute.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get him out as fast as I can.
So where's Miles again? As
What?
you know, the person that helps us. Miles, my
Lagging
friend.
really hard.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. So he is in the encampment in the follower's side. He's kind of near the temple, actually, in just like his own personal tent.
I would tell them to follow me and go to Miles.
All right, so you head over to Miles. It takes you a couple more minutes to get there, but you make it there to his tent. It's dark inside. He's probably asleep. He usually drinks himself into a stupor by mid-afternoon and falls asleep till like early morning.
I would kick him and wake him up.
You kick him and wake him up.
That's rude.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, ugh! What the hell?
It's time.
Be damned. It's time for what? It's time for me to drink more is what it is time for.
You said you can get me into Reading. It's time to show me where.
I did say so. What is it? Like, is it past midnight? Why have you waked me up? We can do it in the morning. He's slightly Irish.
Okay, so how friendly am I with this guy? Or would I be with this guy?
How friendly do you want to be with him?
I mean,
Daddy.
yeah. I mean, he said I'd used them before, so I'm guessing we're decent friends.
You've probably
Point.
committed some petty crimes together. That's what I'm gonna say. But
First date.
I did tell you, I believe, last time that he's kind of untrustworthy, as far as it goes, in your opinion, and maybe not so
I
reliable.
said we need. All right, we need to do this now.
You got gold?
I'll give you. How much gold? I think I have gold. I might not.
You have nothing that you had before.
I don't have gold.
I don't.
You have
I'm
the
gonna
attack-
let you negotiate. Like, see how much he wants.
How much do you? Well, he's speaking common, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can probably talk to him. I brought you with me.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I'm gonna let you negotiate. He's your friend. I don't know this man.
I don't have gold right now. Which is why I need to get into Reading. You know how this works.
You know my price. My price is gold. And if you don't have at least, I'd say 30 gold, I won't help you.
I don't have
Cleric,
30
do
gold.
you have any gold?
I have 15 gold.
Are you willing to use it?
I guess.
We can give you 15 gold.
And some wine.
He like reaches his finger into his mouth and like picks some plaque off his teeth and like spits it
And
out
he
of his
offers you some wine too.
mouth, looks to you and says, "You don't got no more than that? Rough days, huh?
It is. That's why I need to get into Reading.
Always a poor son
Starts
of
to
a bitch.
cry.
Owner. Oh. I mean, if it's just the two of you, I suppose I can do it for 15 gold and some wine.
Alright.
I'll take you there."
That's-
Can I put it into a container for him and keep my wineskin?
He's got his own. He empties out the water and you fill it with wine. And he throws it on the ground in his tent. And he says, "Follow me, boys." And he starts walking into the encampment.
Alright, we
Alright.
gotta be careful here.
You dispelled your shadow, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah, he just starts walking down through the middle of the encampment, basically, like the clearest path to the exit.
I would grab him and say, "You really don't want to be seen sneaking into Reading, do you?"
I was
This is a
planning,
war
and he
now.
points to like the
Back.
side that goes towards Fenhold. I can hear someone typing like crazy.
Yeah.
That was me, sorry.
He points to the side that goes towards Fenhold, and he says, "We're going that way, and then we're gonna double back around. I know a way in through the besiegement."
All right. So, what can I see? Do I see any guards?
When? Like, by this tent right now?
But anywhere, like down the road that I can see.
Yeah, you see two men patrolling, I suppose, yeah. They got torches. They're just going down the center. They're not coming straight towards you, because you're in, like, a little housing section for, like, singles. Like, single tents.
All right.
Yeah. And, they eventually pass you within, like, 20 minutes. They're kind of being
All right.
observant,
Then I'll go.
staring around. You guys...
Then I would go after they pass us.
Meanwhile, you head off in that direction. What is Boggin and Titus doing in Rotund? Any other actions, or are we just chilling out?
I mean, I don't really know where everyone else went. I just went off and found beans.
Have I been visited yet?
By anyone? No, they're not paying attention to you right now. In fact, the guard in front of your tent is now gone. He is not there, if you look.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stay in the tent.
All right.
I'm gonna wait until the
yeah.
morning
I don't have any spells memorized.
and then try and get into Reading.
So you wait until the morning?
Yeah.
All right. So you go to bed.
I'll do the same. I want to find Boggin and
Okay, so we see
wait
Boggin
with him.
and Titus curl up in a
Wait.
solo tent together for the night.
Before we leave, can I leave a note with one of the other priests for Boggin, telling
You already
him...
left the temple.
Okay.
Do you double back?
I would probably
Not-
do so in the 20 minutes when the guard is passing.
All right.
Just leave a note.
So you double
and tell
back by
them-
yourself?
Yeah.
All right. You double back by yourself. Almir left alone while he goes away. So you leave. Who do you leave the note with, and where do you leave this note? You get to the temple, and the cleric of Arn is gone, and only the cleric to Sonar is there. What do you do?
I'll leave it on my bunk, I guess, and tell him Boggin's description and that I need this note to be given to Boggin. And
You need to describe. I don't think they know Boggin by name.
All
no,
right.
like
But yeah, I'm not there. Never mind. Forget I
the
said that.
description.
So what do you write on the note?
I'm gonna say that we went into Reading
Okay.
and we may or may not be able to come back for him.
Okay. And then you double back. Almir, do you do
Yeah.
anything interesting within this time?
I would be hiding as best I can from the two guards. Other than that, no.
All right. So you hide as best you can from the two guards. All right. And eventually he gets back to you, and Miles looks impatient.
Then when the guards pass, I tell them to go.
All right. Can we get a push to talk on that typing, please? It's killing me. Anyway, okay.
Sorry, I'll... Okay, I'm done. I stopped. I didn't know it was that loud. My bad.
Yes, it was tantalizing. Anyway, yeah, so you get back. Nisus and Almir, you follow him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he leads you down the path. You see another pair of guards coming down about 5 minutes into your trip, kind of patrolling the main road in the encampment.
Is there a place that Almir can duck into?
So, yeah, you could duck into the tents. It's pretty obvious, though, there's 3 people walking down the road, though.
Wait, are y'all in?
And it'll be
Ready?
obvious you... No, they're
Alright,
they're in the encampment, right? There's a main road that is the road into Reading. and they're walking down it
I would
towards the outside of the encampment.
Actually, I would. Like, how big are you, Nessus? Like, how big are you?
I'm 5'8".
I would actually walk behind him really closely. Because I'm actually shorter than he is.
Are you trying to like hide behind the satyr?
Pretty much.
What is your weight? What is your weight, Nessus?
145.
How much do you weigh, Almir?
80.
You weigh 80 pounds. All right, and you're small.
He's a twig.
84.9.
So you continue down the road, trying to hide behind the satyr.
And also have my face down too, just so not too obvious.
All right, so you look kind of like his. So in a sense, you ever hear the term "holding his pocket"?
No.
No.
It's a prison term for someone who's like someone's bitch, right? In prison, takes it
You're
in the
my
shower.
bitch.
So it looks. This appears to be a moment where you're like holding the pocket of the satyr, essentially, walking behind him in a submissive fashion, and you see the guards.
Maybe he's my apprentice.
Walk by. They don't tend to notice you. They look at the satyr more than anything else. At first, they're kind of like they don't see much, and then they kind of like give a shocked look as they see the entirely dark satyr walking down the path, but they don't stop him. Anyway, they continue.
Can they see the raven though? Like,
Is the raven
do they
dark?
see the
I can't
raven
remember.
floating?
What color
No,
is
the
it?
raven is silver,
Yeah.
and then it glows blue.
Yeah, they do see it. They saw it.
Nice.
But
Alright.
yeah, you guys make it to where you can see the kind of like guard station that you had to bribe to get into this encampment if you weren't here before. Oh wait, you guys didn't have to do that. That you entered through into this encampment on official business or unofficial business, but regardless, you got in. And you see actually more guards than usual. You see about 5 guards looking inwards towards the encampment, standing there, looking in. Yeah.
Miles, it's about time to double back.
Double back to my tent.
Double back towards Reading.
We're not outside the encampment yet. We gotta get out of their view so they don't see us going around. The path's right out there. We just gotta get past them. And he points to the guards. Should be easy.
That's not an option.
Why is it an option?
This man is not on good terms.
What?
You know how it gets when I get caught.
What'd you do, Almir, this time?
I will explain it to you after we get past these guards.
All right. And he kind of shuffles his head, like sideways, kind of pointing it in this direction where he's going. So he goes to the right, and you weave through various different tents. You do see many torches as you walk
I would
through.
not follow them. I would continue onward and try to distract the guard.
All right. You distract the guards? What do you do to distract the guards? You go up to these 5 guards, kind of like standing guard at the gate. Or not the gate, but the post.
Wait, what god are you again? What's your god?
Nima.
Have you ever heard the loving word Nima before?
I'm not a J-dub, my dude.
So what do you do?
I would ask why are the patrols so thick tonight?
An important prisoner escaped.
Important?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Whoever
Is that a
captures
seduction?
him, huh?
Is that a seduction check? Because that's why they were so thick. That joke, continue.
All right. So yeah, no, he goes. Yeah, they offered about a 10 gold reward for his capture to whoever got him.
Oh, that would be a gracious donation.
Aye, you know where he is? He's an elf. Kind of thin,
An elf?
ugly. Like all elves are. And
No,
he kind
I-
of shoulders you, you know? Gives you a good old friendly shoulder.
I would give a light chuckle and say, no, I haven't seen anybody of that description.
Well, if they were describing you, you'd certainly be easy to find.
Oh yes, one of a kind, aren't I?
Yeah. I hear you all, you party with nymphs in the forest. Is that true?
I have coerced with nymphs before, yes.
You bring me one, I'll give you a gold piece. He kind of gives a wide smile, and you see some missing teeth.
I'm gonna just. Would this be enough time? I think for them to be able to go around.
You are led by Miles Almir to a far corner of the encampment. Now, there's no palisade around the entire encampment, right? He goes, hold on. And there is a man kind of keeping watch towards this corner. And you see Miles go up and have a conversation with him. Slip him a bag. And the guard kind of walks towards Redding, away from his post. And Miles kind of gestures for you to come forward with his hand.
I would come forward as
Right.
soon as you did that.
And you are led out into the plains of Redding, about a mile outside of the encampment. And he goes, all right, so we're going to lead you in through the sewers of Redding, all right? I'm going to get you through. I can't promise how safe these sewers are, though. Gotta be honest. Friend to friend.
I can get someone to help us if you tell me where it is.
I would like to keep it secret. You know what I'm saying.
All right. So are we in view of we're not in view of him anymore, are we? Declare Nihilus.
Nesis? No.
No,
Yeah.
it's too dark. I only see 60 feet.
No, you are not in view of Nesis. You walked away from him. And where he was.
Alright.
So Nesis, you talk to them for however long you decide.
Whenever the conversation sort of starts to die, I'd probably walk away.
He asks
kind
you
of in
all
the
about
direction.
nymphs for about an hour, dude. He's all about those nymphs.
Oh,
Yeah. Then you walk
Say
away.
you're sick of him.
yeah.
Alright, and do you sleep for
Towards
the
the
night?
direction that they were.
Oh, towards their direction? You didn't see
Yeah.
them when they went off into the tents. You lost track of them.
Oh shit.
I
You
saw them go kind of like south,
I gotta go.
east. You gotta go eat or do whatever.
I gotta go cook. I'm actually late.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you go to bed, and you are. Are you just gonna camp out in the plains, Almir, with him? That's what he's suggesting. If you can't go back in, or if you don't want to go immediately into the town right now.
Oh, you're talking to me. I would think I'll not have much order.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not
You're
on.
lagging. You're lagging.
Give me a second.
1 second. All right.
Can we move to me since we were giving him a second?
Yeah, sure. You're muted, Titus. By the way, I don't know if you're trying to talk.
Okay, is it better?
I can't hear you, Tom. Okay.
Yes, your mic's good.
All right.
Okay, but I would tell him that I don't have a weapon on me right now. So any fight we gotta try to avoid.
Yeah, he's on board with that. He can see that. So yeah, you stay out in the encampment, kind of camping against a big rock, chilling out there for the night. And Rotund, yeah, we can go back to you for the rest of the night. What are you doing?
Can we move to another chat?
I suppose. All right. So what are you doing?
All right. Did the commander of the guard go with him?
Go with who?
Go with them to? Oh wait, no. They're on their way to Reading. That's right. Okay, I'm going to exit the tent and go try to talk to the commander of the guard.
When are you doing this? Within them setting fire after?
But like after they put out the fire.
So you walk outside your tent and you see him standing with 3 others in front of his tent. having a conversation. They're all in plate mail.
I'm going to walk up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like go walk. I'm not gonna like walk right in. I'm just gonna like kind of stand on the outside and signal at him and see what he does.
Okay. Eventually, after a minute or two of more conversation, he looks to you and kind of gives a frown, and he walks right up to you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and says, "All right, fess up, Hatfork. How'd you know this?"
I was originally part of their party, and then when they said that they were gonna break him out,
Who?
I decided that the elf kid.
No, who? Who are these people? What organization? What do they look like? Who are their names?
They're just some adventuring. There's a satyr. His name is Nesis. There's I think he's a traveling barbarian type guy. His name is Titus. And then there's a dwarf named Boggin.
A dwarf. What's he look like?
He looks like a dwarf.
I
I don't know what his character
you
actually
can
looks
like.
so.
Do you give it? I'm looking for you to say. Do you give him the physical description of Boggin exactly, or no?
I'll give like a vague one, not something super in depth.
There was a dwarf like that helping us put out the fire. You know him?
Oh, then he might not have been part of it. We've been traveling together for some time, and he's.
So you'll know their faces.
Yes, I would be careful. They're dangerous.
Georg, hold on to him. And one of the man in plate mail comes up to you and puts a hand on your arm. I'm gonna go get this dwarf. You're gonna identify whether or not he was the one that was a part of this. And you're held there as the captain walks off with the other man in plate mail. And they disappear.
You want me to pull Boggin in here?
No, not yet. Hold on. I have to actually go back up there and talk to them because Titus is also in the tent.
Okay.
All right.
What did I miss?
So, as you are sleeping through the night, Titus and Boggin, you hear some loud voices outside of your tent. And you see what looks to be a couple of guardsmen approaching it with torches. It looks to be 3 maybe guys in like leather or chainmail, and then a big kind of strong guy in plate mail.
Uh-huh.
And the tent flap opens, and you see the captain of the encampment with 3 guards in chainmail, and they look to you and say, "Are you Boggin?"
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Come with us. Who are you?
All right.
And he points to you, Titus.
I'm Titus.
Come with us. And
Why?
Come with us. It's a serious matter.
Nah. But I was sleeping.
You don't come with us willingly. You come with us unwillingly.
I don't know what those words mean, sir.
The captain kind of like puts a hand to his head and kind of like paws at it, in like a stressful manner.
Forgive him.
Look.
Forgive him.
Look.
Just follow me.
He's not the smartest in the dead.
You are led to the encampment where the officers were, the little palisades. You're led in through the gate, and you see Rotund standing there with a big man in plate mail holding his arm.
Uh-huh.
And you are walked up to him, and the captain goes, "Are these who you were talking about? These men? Dwarves and men?"
I'm just gonna nod.
What do you say? Do you say anything, Boggin or Titus?
Say, what is this about?
This man, and he points to the black-robed man, says you all conspired to free the prisoner imprisoned here and burn down the encampment. How do you plead?
I plead that this man, I'm going to point to the necromancer, plotted to kill Count Blade.
What?
It's getting so good.
He did what now? Explain.
He plotted and successfully ambushed Count Blade on the incoming road to this town, along with the elf that I did help free. And
Oh,
just
your characters.
Okay, his hands are visibly like on his face, both of them. He's kind of like drags him down his face, and looks at you, looks at Rotund, looks at Titus, looks to his guards. What? Someone is going to tell me exactly what is going on here.
Do you have any proof?
do I have any proof?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, do I?
You don't. Get
Do
wrecked,
you have any
son.
proof that I conspired?
Enough.
Yeah.
All of you, disrobe, put all your things on the ground. Now.
Wait. I have
Nah.
proof that these guys have burned down.
What proof do you
What
have?
is that?
So there's a satyr. He should, I believe he's a cleric of some sort, and he should be over in the encampment over there. Over where the clerics, I don't know the specific name of it, but like where the clerics would gather in the temple area. And he should have recently bought some liquor or something to light that up. Like a Molotov.
What?
Like
Didn't you
that.
leave before we discussed that part?
Yeah, he left. Before we discussed that.
No, I was there. No, I was there for the liquor. Because you guys said I don't want to be a part of this, but I still listened. I never left.
No, we said we were going to use his wine.
So,
And then he said we're being
I-
stupid.
question.
You left.
Do you all disrobe and put all your gear on the ground?
Well, I haven't yet. I'm
No.
trying to defend myself before I just take off all
He
my
speaks
clothes.
up again and goes, disrobe all your gear on the ground now. Everything you have.
Alright, I'll comply.
All right.
Nah, I'm just gonna leave.
Now is the time where I ask Rotund, do you disrobe? And put your stuff on it.
I'm gonna ask if I'm under arrest.
I'm a
Being
sovereign citizen.
detained.
Can I just go back to that tent? I will stay there. Can I just hand him over my weapons and then go sit in the tent?
He tells you to sit on the ground and take off all your things now.
Okay. I guess I take off all my things but my pants. And then,
he looks to you.
I'll make it very apparent that my pants are empty and yeah.
All right. A man comes over and pats you down. Do you literally take off all your stuff and put it all on the ground?
Me?
Yeah, including your spell books and everyone else as well.
I mean, I'll leave on my pants as like my belt, so I'll have like that stuff on.
Did you have his signet ring, or did Almir? Almir had it, didn't he?
Almir.
I did.
All right. Did you have any other loot from that?
He had
I didn't.
the ring, the obsidian ring.
Ah,
Did I?
you did.
Yeah.
That's in my backpack though. I don't have it on.
All right, that's fine. But he does take your backpack, and you see them drag all of your gear into this tent right here. And you are sat there, and there are the 3 guards, the captain, and one other guy in plate mail standing around you. And eventually, a couple of other guards come back from searching for Almer, and he orders them to go find this satyr in the temple.
Yes.
Now,
I don't think he's there.
We do have the issue of that we don't know what Nisus has decided to do because he's cooking. So, this is an interesting situation you guys have found yourselves in. Do you guys have any conversation with each other? Or no?
I'm just gonna ask Ruthen, why'd you snitch?
Money.
I'm not disrobing.
Yeah, Titus never disrobed.
Oh, you didn't
And he tried to
disrobe?
walk away.
They
Oh
are.
hell no! I tried to walk away.
They are.
It's not like he
You
has
tried-
much to take
hold on.
off.
You tried to walk away?
Yeah, I just tried to walk
No,
away.
They stop you.
nonchalantly,
They put their hands on you and say, "Disrobe, sir, please. Don't make this ugly."
Don't you touch me.
They have their hands on you, both of them. 2 of the guards.
Okay, good for them.
All right.
Stab them. Right in the...
They start physically trying to disrobe you if you don't listen.
Seduce them.
I'm gonna hit him then.
Give me a d20.
1 second. A d20 plus my to hit, or just
Yes,
a d20?
plus the 2 and whatever your strength bonus is. If you have any. You crit him. You punch one of the guards right between the eyes. Let's see how many hit die he has. You knock him out cold as one of them falls to the ground, unconscious. And you see the captain, the other man in plate mail, and the other 2 guards all pull out their weapons. 2 of them have spears, the other 2 have long swords, and they all point them at you and say, "On the ground now."
That didn't work out for your friend here.
Am I rolling initiative?
Titus, submit.
Is this what's happening?
Titus, submit.
I'm gonna say, hey, this is my proof. He's being aggressive
Alright.
towards you guys.
Alright, I'll roll all the initiative for the guards. So there are 4 men
Titus,
standing
no.
here. One of them rolls a
They're
10.
probably all gonna roll higher than me.
So one of them goes at 15, one of them goes at 13, one of them goes at 10, and one of them goes at 9. What did you roll? 12? Alright, they're all pointing their
12.
weapons at you. One of them seems to be ready to stab you with his spear already. What do? You're
Titus,
second.
no.
Oh, sorry, no, you're third. Another one gets ready to stab you with his spear. The 2 plate mail guys have not yet gotten to where they could hit you.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna get ready to hit him when I can.
You can. It's your turn.
I mean,
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
would you have your sword?
Do you draw steel?
No, wait, that's the wrong weapon. That's the wrong weapon. 1 second, I clicked the wrong macro.
He has his weapons on him. He hasn't disrobed.
14.
To which the guys in plate mail, the guy in chainmail. Which one? Which ones, I should say.
Who's ever closest to me?
They're all about the same distance. There's 2 guys in plate mail behind you with their swords like against your back. There's 2 guys in front of you with spears pointed at you. You knocked one out too there.
Just who's ever in front of me. Just one of the guys in front of me. Just
Left or right?
smack him with my mace. Right.
All right. That is a hit.
Don't be a bit. Grab your sword and
Smack him
fight.
against the head with your mace, and he is brought down to the ground. And the other one, who had action ready to stab you, since he went first, takes a shot. What is your AC? Stabs into your chainmail. The other 2 guards also take stabs at you. One with a 16, another with a 13. None of those hit. All right.
Those are both misses.
The 2 men in plate mail kind of like slash their long swords at you, and you kind of like go forward with your horseman's mace swing as you hit the guy, and they miss you. It rolls around to one of the front guardsmen again. He takes a stab at you with a 13, which is a miss. Titus, you attack again. You get a second attack at the end of this round. Boggin and Rotund, you see Titus taking on the guards. You natural 20. Yeah, you crit. Who are you trying to hit? The other guy? The one to the left?
The other guy who's in front of me.
All right.
What am I
yeah,
seeing?
you crit him for 12 damage as you like uppercut him under the chin, and you hear shattering as his jaw breaks. And from behind you, 2 people swing long swords with back attack. One natural 1, the other a natural 18 plus 3. So that does that crit you? No, that doesn't crit you, not naturally.
No, it's not a crit.
Let me find my dice here.
Bring it.
For 4 points of damage, you're slashed in the back with a longsword. The other goes to slash you as well and throws his longsword across the area towards the gate as he fails his What do you do with your second attack?
I want to turn around and smack one of the guys and put the guy on the right with plate mail.
All right, with your horseman's mace.
13.
Right,
Yeah.
Give me a roll to hit. A 13.
That's a
That
miss,
is.
ain't it?
You smack into his armor and nothing happens. You get your next round attack, I suppose. You guys see Titus duking it out with the guys. You just stand still.
You guys remember I've killed 2 of them, knocked out 1?
He has.
Or knocked out 1, killed
15.
Yeah.
That is not going to cut it. As you go to Horseman's Mace the guy, you smash against his plate mail, and it does not affect him. You are stabbed at with a 19. Does that hit? What's your AC? 3?
That's a hit. Yep, that's a hit.
For 1 damage. And then a miss with a 7. All right. So you guys continue to watch. Just let me know. Anyway, Titus, you are. It's your turn again, as you continue to fight these guys.
Fuck.
Not one.
Save versus death.
1d20.
Could this be the end of our buffalo riding, man? You want above your save for save versus death, which your save is a 14.
13.
14.
14.
I mean,
You
Yep, nope,
swing your
that was a
horseman's
fail.
mace, and it cracks against his plate mail, and the handle shatters.
Oh
As
my
you
god.
Smack against his plate mail. Your horseman's mace is now almost unusable. You could grab it with a penalty of maybe like 2, and like kind of hold it right at the
Just punch
shaft
him.
and smack people. All right.
Okay.
They both take longsword attacks at you. One again with a natural 1. Wait, no, one of them tries to grab you with a natural 1 and falls to the ground flat on his face. The other misses with a 10. Titus, what do you do?
Do I get an opportunity of attack on the guy who fell?
Sure, why not? With your oh wait, no, you don't have your weapon anymore. If you had your weapon, you would, but you don't get
I mean, I still have my fist.
you don't get opportunity attacks as unarmed.
Oh, okay.
No, unless you're specialized
Well,
in
I'm gonna
certain
punch at the
kinds of
guy.
martial arts. All right, give me a save versus death as you punch against the hard plate mail. That is a pass. You smash against the plate mail, and you feel like you almost broke some of your fingers as you go to punch him.
A little help would be appreciated here, guys. There's only 2 of them left. Like, I've done most of the work.
I think your partners are being bitches.
So they both take. One of them gets up. The
Suicide.
other takes another slash at you with his longsword with a 22. Is that a crit? What is your AC? 3?
2.
So
2.
that's a. Your AC is 2? That's not a crit, I don't believe.
Yeah.
For 3 damage.
Nope.
As you were slashed in the face. A nice gnarly cut is in your face now. So you're mono-moning these guys, and it comes again to you. You are no longer getting second attacks, by the way, because your horseman's mace is gone.
I know.
So you just go for more punches.
Mhm. Yep.
That is a, is that a crit? No, because it's just guys in play.
It's a hit. It's not a crit.
It is a hit for 3 damage as you punch one of them in the face for 3 damage. He stands still, but he is hurt. As you maybe broke his nose, he's like really bloody right there. Regardless, they go once again. One of them stands up, who stood up, is trying to grab you with a natural 20, grabs onto you, grapples you. The one trying to hit his longsword actually critically misses and fails to save versus death, stabbing into his companion, grappling you for 6 points of damage. The one barely stands as he is hurt. So Titus, you have a man grappled onto you, and he's like holding you. Can you give me a strength check to see if you can combat him?
4.
4. He rolls
I'm
higher than you.
pretty sure that's a
and
pass.
Yes, it is a pass, and he actually fails his, and it is also higher than yours, so that's bad for him. With an 11. Yes, he also fails based on his strength. He is not very strong, apparently. Yeah, so you get out of his grasp and wiggle your way out, and you are free to attack as well if you need to.
12.
That is
That's
not
a miss, ain't it?
That is not a hit. That is the one with the longsword goes to stab you again with a 2, missing you. The one tries to grapple onto you again with an 18, holding you firm in his arms. Give me another strength check to see if you can wiggle out this round.
9.
9, he rolls a 7, beating your strength check. And the other one goes to take a stab as you are held. You don't have any dex bonuses if you had them. I don't think you did.
No, I don't think so.
He rolls a 14 to hit, which means he is at 19. This guy is with the longsword. Does that hit you?
Yep.
For 1 damage, as he kind of positions his longsword and like slices it into you just barely. Kind of gashing in your neck, but not much. So Titus, you were held once again. You want to give me another strength check? Just jump in, guys, if you want to try and help him. That is 17.
The party.
You guys tied. Give me another strength check. He rolls a 20. All right. Yeah,
7.
you managed to get out of his grasp. All right.
Wait, how hurt is like Titus right now?
I'm still pretty good.
Titus
Like,
has 31.
I'm not going to tell you
HP
exactly, but I'm pretty good.
at full health.
Total.
Yeah.
So and I'm like, I already disrobed, yeah.
You're in the middle of disrobing. Because Titus, I didn't realize Titus wasn't cooperating.
I'm gonna stop disrobing.
Unless you continue to disrobe
Not
through
gonna-
this
not
fight,
gonna-
then you could be fully disrobed.
No,
Alright.
I'm not gonna get disrobing.
Anything from
I'm not gonna
Judas?
join yet, but I'm just gonna watch.
Anything from Judas
For a
or
moment.
no?
Brutus?
Judas.
No. A2 Brute?
Nah. I mean Rotund. Of course.
How many times has Titus been hit? Like, I'm watching the fight and I'm...
Like 3, 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4
I'm
times.
still going strong, so. But most of them are superficial wounds.
He's not bloodied yet. He's not half health.
Is the captain still here?
Yeah, the captain is trying to stab him. He currently has his longsword, while the other man is like holding on to Titus, trying to get him, but he just lost his grasp on him as Titus wiggled free.
You know what?
Do I get to hit again?
Yes, you do. I'm just seeing if they're doing it.
I'm gonna ask the captain if I can help.
I'm gonna take this opportunity
14.
to attack Rotund.
That's metagaming. Thank you very much.
How is that metagaming? They're fighting right now.
So
You said
wait,
snitched on them.
you just asked him if you want. So you asked the captain, how can I help? Right.
I'm silent. I'm gonna ask silently, like very close. So just like went up to him, like, hey, how can I help?
So like
He's probably gonna knock you back as soon as you get close to him.
So like in between you and the captain is Titus being grappled by another man, and this isn't like quiet, right? They're all in plate mail. Titus is like punching in
I
them.
will-
It's not something you can just whisper into the ear of the captain right now, unless you.
I'm going to grab my stuff and dip.
I'm going to attack Rotund before he tries to do that.
That's a bit after I said my command, so no.
I mean, no.
No.
He's been wanting to attack you for
Hold
a
on,
while.
wait. He rolls to hit. Give me a roll to hit as he grabs his stuff, trying to flee.
Horror.
Hang on.
Can you guys also
And that's
roll
just, like,
initiative
is it
as
gonna be
well
pluses, or is that just
for this?
All right. And this is
You get your.
does this get like regular? Okay.
Yes, regular to hit.
Oh
my god. Give me a save versus death, Logan. Can I get an initiative? Almir.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Almir.
What's up?
Your dog. There we go.
Muted him.
So yeah, can I get an initiative? That's a fail,
So-
by the way. You go to stab him with your longsword, I assume, and you lose it as it flies past him into the air. Give me initiative, both of you, as you see a sword come at you and then fly past you, Rotund.
Should I initiative for my hand axe then?
if you're going to use your hand axe. Whatever you guys are doing, give me an initiative. Base initiative for running away is just a D10, not a D20.
What the fuck?
You guys don't need to use the macro. I'm hand tracking this right now.
There we go.
So you go at a 3. Boggin goes at a 10. All right. But first we're gonna play out. First we're gonna play out between the guards and Titus, and then we're gonna get to you guys next round. Since you guys just did something. So Titus, what do you do?
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay, give me another punch. You're punching the one grappling you, or the one? All right.
Yeah,
That is a miss.
the one grappling me.
As you go to punch the one grappling you, or trying to grapple you. One of the guards once again tries and grapples you with a 20. The other tries to grapple you, not a nat 20 by the way, with a 16 missing. Or the other one tries to stab you with a 16 missing. Give me another strength check as you see if you're held this round. He rolls a 2. He holds you this round as you lose your action fighting with him. So Rotund, I believe you go first. You were just probably stabbed at by Boggin.
I'm just gonna like nod at him like I understand that, and I'm just gonna try to leave. I'll disengage and try to grab my stuff and out.
So withdraw action is you can move 1/3 your movement. Okay, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Well, do I have to roll something to grab my stuff? Like I'm just gonna. I still have my pants on. I can throw on my cloak and grab my backpack and get out.
So you disengage. You can grab your stuff and move like 2 tiles away from Boggin.
Yeah.
So 10 feet. All right. So you do that. Boggin, you see him move 10 feet away from you after grabbing his gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on him.
All right. What can you move? What is your movement? You're not encumbered. It is 6. You can make it to him and attack this round.
Yep.
If he gets into a mad dash, though, you will have to chase after him.
Do I suck?
With a 3, no, you are slicing at Boggin to to Rotund for no avail as you try and chop him down. And what do you do? Wait, Titus, you lost your action. The one guy not grappling you goes to stab you with a 22 as he stabs into you for 6 damage, Titus, with his longsword as you're held. He stabs into your gut, leaving a nasty wound. We come back around to Rotund. Give me another strength check, though, Titus, to see if you're held by this guy. He rolls a 4. 17 is not going to do it. All right, you are held once again. Rotund, what do you do? You are once again engaged with Boggin.
I'm going to drop. I'm just gonna pull my spellbook off and drop everything, and then cast Burning Hands on him.
Give me. Is it a saving throw, Boggin? And give me your damage, Rotund. Just a D20 save versus spell. What is your Flaming Hands? They get a saving throw, though, right? I believe they do. I don't remember.
I don't know for sure. I can.
Those successful for saving throw receive half damage. So you do a 1d3 plus 2 for each level. You're level 2, so that's a 1d3 plus 4. Boggin, your saving throw versus spell is not 19. That's actually your saves are for a level 0 fighter. I don't know why. The fuck? That is incorrect. Your actual saving throw versus spell, we need to fix this later, is a 17. But I believe you still fail?
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. You see Rotund hold out his hands, and what does it look like as you burning hands, Rotund? I mean, it's like a jet of flame. Do you want to describe what you do?
Basically, I like usually I'm kind of like slouched when I walk, but I like stand up at full height, and I'm like 6'8", so I stand up and I just kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys have played Smash, but or Smash 4 specifically, but whatever, that's not important. I kind of like I just kind of like I lean back and I reach out my hand and I just kind of like.
All right, so
you like Falcon Punch?
You are hit for 6 points of damage, Boggin. Did you already subtract that from your character sheet, or no?
I did.
All right, cool. Boggin, it, I believe, comes around to you. Yeah, comes around to you and
real
the
quick.
guy grappled.
Or
No,
chop.
that's not right.
Wait, real quick. How many times can I learn Burning Hands in one day? Like, how many? Can I memorize it X amount of times?
I believe I looked at your spell list and you had enlarge, animate dead animals.
I haven't. I hadn't updated it because I didn't think we're going to be in a fight right now.
Well, if you don't change it, it's the same.
Okay, I will keep that in mind from now on, I guess.
Dude,
Oh my god, give me a save versus death. Jesus, Boggin.
What the fuck?
You should try
Are you
more
sure your
ability.
macro's not
You pass
broken?
it. All right. No, his macro is not. He's rolled not ones before. We tried that during his solo session where he rolled like 5 ones. You go to hand axe rotund and you just almost lose it, but you barely hold on to it as you pass your save. And
Juke Master.
Titus, you are stabbed at once again as the other guard holds you down, but he misses with an 8. Is that your next strength check? Jeez, let's see what he rolls. For this next round, he rolls a 2. You are still held. Rotund, what do you do? You are engaged in combat with the dwarf, Boggin Whitfinger.
I'm going to cast Chilling Touch.
You have to roll to hit as you try and hit that.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
So I
a
rolled
touch spell.
the save?
That is a miss.
Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there is a save. It's just you rolled a hit. It's a touch attack. So you kind of shimmy your hands around. Your hand glows blue as your innate ability to do Chilling Touch glows over your hand. You don't lose it until you hit it or in 5 rounds. Okay. So this is the first round. So you have 4 rounds left where that's on your hand until you don't get to have it anymore.
Out of curiosity, can I passively cast Chilling Touch, and so it's just on my hand, and then the next turn?
That's
if I were to
that's
punch
what that
somebody?
ability is. If you were casting the spell, it would take you around to cast the spell.
So
it's a
okay,
passive
but
action.
out of curiosity.
Yes.
So I use Chilling Touch, and then could I punch somebody, still apply the damage of Chilling Touch, and do a damage of like an unarmed attack?
Yeah,
Okay.
technically. If you use a weapon, no. But if you just punch somebody, sure. Boggin, you have your hand axe in your hand. His hand glows blue with a chilling glow. What do you do?
More chopping.
He's gonna ask you a
Steal
question
shot.
as he
Oh my
just
God, I
barely
fucking blow.
misses as he goes to stab his hand axe into Rotund. Titus, once again, you are stabbed at with a 21 to hit for another 1 damage. You are very lucky there, missing their damage rolls. Otherwise, you'd be in trouble
You're
here.
getting poked over and over.
He's getting just like stabbed with a toothpick basically at this point, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, you can give me another strength check and then it's Rotund once again. Jesus.
What the fuck?
He rolls a 10. Yeah, he passes.
That's my third 17 in a row.
So strong.
Give us another d20 to see if you can break the luck streak through a random one. Rotund, what do you do?
Chilling Touch.
6.
Just a regular like. So if I punch him, does it have to do with his AC?
You have to,
Like,
you have
but-
to hit him in a piece of skin, is the idea.
And so, but if I just touch him,
No,
It's
if
still-
it,
like-
that
like-
would hit his armor if you missed his AC.
okay, no. What I'm asking is, so if I punch him, I have to hit his AC. But if I just regularly, like if I just cast it as a spell and I just touch him, is it still based on his AC?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the punch with the extra damage.
All right.
Roll d20. Is that a hit?
That is not going to do it, I don't think. What's your AC, Boggin? I thought it was like high. You have plate mail?
It's like 4.
It is a 4, so you need a 16 to hit him. So no, you go to punch him in the armor, and you punch the armor, but it doesn't do anything. As you punch a suit of armor. Boggin, what do you do?
Chop. Please, God, straight in the chest.
Right in the chest. Right in the air. As you
Dude, what the fuck?
continue to chop in the air.
These dice are cursed.
Dude.
They're not. It's an algorithm. Damn. An algorithm of
What
dice
is it?
that are
Algorithm's
evil. Titus, you are held and stabbed at once again with a miss of a 14. Okay. Titus, you can roll your strength check again. He rolls a 3. Rolling rather well.
17. What
I
the
think
fuck?
that macro's broken.
You can give me a just natural D20 if you want. It won't count for this round, but
Yeah, I'm gonna.
we can see if you're truly.
I already did it once.
Did you get a 17?
This guy's
No, I
getting
got
all
a
my, like,
6.
rolls to hit.
I don't know. Regardless, Rotund, what do you do face to face with this big, bulky dwarf? Or face
I'm
to
going to again
face to head,
attempt to punch him.
face to kneecaps?
Face to well, I'm super tall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Comparatively,
His face is to your kneecaps.
Wait, could I realistically cast
Okay, wait.
killing touch on like my foot and punt him?
Doesn't. You have to use it through your hands.
Anyway, same thing. Try to punch him.
No.
Didn't work.
No dice. Boggin, the misser,
Right.
the destroyer of air. What do? You should start fighting.
Destroyer of air.
You should fight air elementals for a living. Would be your job. Anyway, what do you do?
Absolute legend.
Alright, I'm not gonna use the macro because it's fucking cursed, and I'm going to another chop straight for the kneecaps.
That's it. Give me your
Oh, thank God.
hand axe damage. Rotund. You are sliced
We don't
into
have
the
to tell him.
Huh?
Wait, so I don't get +1
got it.
damage. It'd be
Yeah.
+2.
How do
My
you
bad.
how do you knock Rotund into the negatives, Boggin? How do you do it?
I just clean fucking swing across his kneecaps up and towards his lower stomach.
Okay.
Or I guess down would make more sense.
And you are bleeding out, Rotund, on the ground at -2. You are stabbed at once again, Titus, with a natural 19. Jesus, that is actually a crit. For, oh my god, 12 damage as he slices his longsword into your side as you
Titus.
bleed.
I'm still up.
All right,
Negative
give me another
12.
strength check to see if you can break free of this man's grasp.
No, I'm done using this. No,
Okay. What do you
screw
do?
that. I'm pretty sure that macro's broken.
He rolled a 2. You rolled a 10. He unfortunately beats you as you're held. Boggin, what do you do?
Alright.
I
I'm
could
just
use
gonna-
some help because
so
I'm very
he's
close
fallen,
to being.
right?
Yes. He's
All right,
bleeding
I'm
out.
gonna
He is
stand
now
over
at
him.
-3 as this round goes through.
-2.
And just
Oh yeah.
bring up the hand axe above my head and just go to swing squarely on his face. Do I have to roll to hit for that, or is that just like...
Has to be rolled to hit. I want to see him roll it.
Sure, yeah, since we're in combat. If we were out of combat, no. But we are currently
Okay.
involved. You go to stab at
Can't
him.
hit my limp body hoe.
Even with the bonus for him being not moving, right? He's completely prone there, just laying on the ground, bleeding out. You miss somehow. I don't know how.
Fucking, how
but-
have you lived this long in our party?
Titus, you are stabbed at and missed
I have
with
no
a
idea.
312. Give me another strength check to see if you can break free, Titus. He rolls a 4. 14. You are still held. Boggin, Whitfinger, what do? You see your friend Titus being stabbed to death by a knight, maybe?
I'm gonna continue with my blind rage. Take
Alright.
another. Well, what's the bonus?
It is a plus. I think it's 4. Pretty sure it's 4 for being prone with a melee.
Yes.
There's a missile. If you were shooting a missile weapon, you would miss. That is definitely a hit, though. Even if you weren't getting the bonus. Give me a d6 for damage. He is at -7 as as Rotund's life fades from him. He's at -8 after this round is over. And Titus is stabbed at with a 12-15. What's your AC again?
2.
That's a miss as he stabs into your plate mail, right? He stabs into your plate mail with his longsword
Yep.
and doesn't hit home, but your plate mail's looking like a piece of cheese. Swiss cheese. We get to you trying to fight him. He rolls a 16 on his strength check. Come on, Titus. This is the moment. You break free,
Finally.
Titus. Boggin, you go first though, and then Titus goes.
Can I call Rufus to just like charge in through the tent?
Where was Rufus? Did you? I mean, Rufus was back. I mean, yeah, you can tell. You have telepathy with him technically, emotion-wise. You can't command him to, but he feels the sense that you are in danger, and you feel him worried and scared, and you feel he is on his way as fast as he can.
Hey.
You may hear screams as you hear a buffalo crash through the encampment. A couple people might take stabs at him on his way, but none of them hit home.
Can I
Apparently,
try punching the guy now, or is it?
yes, you
not
are. You have your
available?
action. You hit him, the one grappling you, right, for 2 damage. He just barely
Yeah.
holds on to consciousness as he's hit down to a certain amount of HP. And he tries to re-grapple you, misses, and the longsword guy does stab you, though, with a 20, not natural, for 3 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, Titus falls to the ground, sleeping. They kind of furrow their brow, and their eyes fall upon you, Boggin, as you blindly stab into the half-orc. What do you do? Are you just right
One
unconscious,
more
Titus?
swing. Have you ever,
You're not
Yeah,
bleeding
have you
I'm-
seen
if you're not hit.
No, just at 0.
Okay.
Have you seen American Psycho?
A while ago. Can't remember.
You know the scene where he kills Paul?
God, I don't remember. Can you just describe it? Describe it to us.
Just basically, it's just again just chop, chop, chop,
Oh, like
and then
chop,
just
chop,
gonna
chop,
pull
like
away, and then just like
a piece of meat.
just throw my hand axe
Right,
off after this one.
You
Just walk
awaken.
away.
You awaken for some last words, Rotund, as you.
Hey, wait a second. My dog is here.
You didn't do anything with him, unless you told him to, and he's just like sitting there confused. Like, you're not conscious to order him to do anything, are you?
Yeah, but it's my dog and he loves me. He would naturally attack this person who's trying to murder my family. Well,
Give me a charisma check to see how the necromancer, who is constantly raising undead animals, is nice with this dog. Boggin, give me a damage roll as well to see if you.
I passed. I
Oh,
passed.
you're dead though. Yeah, your dog goes
Wait,
to.
but my dog should have an action.
Yeah, your dog goes to bite him. Give me an attack roll with your dog, as you see Rotund's dog jump at you, Boggin. Does not hit. As a dog starts attacking you, the 2 captains, or the 2 men, look to you, Boggin.
So Ratan is dead?
Yes,
Yes.
he is dead.
And also departing since I'm dead, so.
Okay.
I will hit you up in the DMs, Dungeon Master, to see if I want to keep going
Okay.
after session. So just let me know when you guys are done and we'll talk about it.
Cool.
Like,
Cool.
Thanks for killing me, Boggin and Burb. I'm going to murder you so much in PUBG from now on.
Did you want some last
all
words,
right. Well,
Boggin, or not Boggin, Rotund,
snitches get shanked.
for Rotund? As he
No, I mean, I'm dead.
slips- I mean, you fly awake for half a second, and you can get a word off if you want a couple words.
Alright, yeah. So here's the plan. I'm going to make another necromancer, and he's going to raise Rotund from the dead and
Interesting.
assassinate Boggin. Okay, it's going to be great. Alright, I will be potentially back. I'm sorry for... no, I'm not at all. But it was really fun betraying you guys. I felt like I added a lot
Man,
of
I wanted to be the one to kill you.
So,
Alright,
y'all have a lot of fun. Gang, gang.
As
Gang,
he
gang.
parts
Gang,
from
gang.
this world, Boggin, you see the 2 men walking towards you. Hey, Almir, can you mute?
Oh shit.
I'm hearing like 1,000 different noises. Thank you. So yeah, you see them look to you, and do you do anything? It's your action first, technically.
Wait, who is it?
The 2 guards,
I'm so, like
or the
just,
2, the
like, what's
captain
going on?
and the other man in plate mail. They're like looking at you, walking towards you. Titus is on the ground, unconscious.
I surrender.
You just
I
put your
just
arms down.
Toss my hand axe. Hands up.
So they go to the dog that is attacking you then. One crits it. I need to check how much health his dog has. The other hits it as well, I believe. Where is my friendly necromancer that is now a corpse? Where is his hit die? I see dog meat. I don't see hit die, so we're gonna just roll hit. Alright, yep. The two longswords come crashing down into the dog, and it is stabbed to death in front of you. It gives a as it dies. Kind of reminiscent of a meow. You are curious why it did that, but regardless, you surrender. All right.
Yeah.
You are dragged into the command tent with the unconscious Titus, and you're stripped of all your gear. Of course, they take it away. You're not sure where Titus is to. Hold on. While this is happening, and you are being brought to the tent, you hear a what sound do buffaloes make?
It's like a grunting sound, kind of.
As you hear a smashing sound as right through the tent comes a buffalo.
God bless.
Smashing into one of the guards. You want to give me a roll to hit, Titus? As he smashes into the captain?
Does he get the bonuses to hit that Titus also gets, or no?
No, he has a Thaco. His Thaco is high, though. I don't know why. But buffaloes are apparently beefy. So that was... Where is he on your character sheet?
It's what?
It's on the
15?
bottom.
Oh, I see it. So it would be...
He has a +5 to hit. And he does... For a charge, I think he does 3d6 damage. That was a charge, so...
Times... I think it's double damage, actually, if it's a charge.
No, it's
or is it,
that's
no?
with your lance.
No, yeah.
It's 3d6. It says so on your sheet. So give me a d20. You're looking to hit above a 3.
1 second. The Discord thing keeps popping up and blocking my way.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh my god, that I remember that scene now. Jeez. That's what you did to him? Boggin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Rest in pieces.
Rufus hits
Alright, he hits for 8
with
damage
a 25.
against the captain.
Isn't that a crit?
Yes,
It's
it
in
is
that
a
pro
crit,
20.
So you do 16 as you... Boggin, you see the buffalo you have come to know and possibly love like you love its master, smash into the tent, kind of reach its horns up, gore the commander on both horns, and you see the horns go through his chest as he is impaled on the buffalo horns in the air, and he's just like Jesus style, crucifix, like basically arms out like to his back, looking like kind of just dead eyes staring down at you. In his final moments he says, "Wilda," as he slumps to the ground dead in front of you. You hear
Clearly the strongest
a
member of our
scream from the other captain as he goes to stab the buffalo with a natural 1, losing his sword as he just loses his sword, and then I'm gonna have him roll a morale check. Give me another attack with Rufus as this guard runs away from him.
I don't know what his regular attack is. That it's not a charge.
It's a D20 plus
is it a
5
short
still,
sword
but
or
it's
a
less
long
damage.
sword?
I think it's
No, I don't know what the damage is.
I think it's D8. It is a long sword that is in this tent with you now.
Can I retrieve it?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
Wait, I did that wrong.
That
I
is
did that
not
wrong.
a roll to hit. Just give me a D20 plus 5.
I'm trying.
My dogs are killing each other, apparently. They're on separate sides of a
15.
gate right now, and they're barking at each other. That is not a hit.
Yeah, they are.
As he goes to gore into the human. He takes another stab. Boggin, are you doing anything? What is your buffalo's AC?
His
Wait, no,
head
he
or
lost his sword. Never
body?
mind, he lost his sword. He's running. I forgot. He's running. He runs away from the
So-
buffalo. Give me an opportunity.
How
attack
many
as well.
like guards are left here?
You just had.
Um,
I mean, this is like right after that fight. The buffalo charged in, and the captain. The captain was the one in front of you, and then the other man in plate mail came in.
24.
That's another crit. I think that clears by 5. Yes, it does. Give me, what is it, D8? It's like D8 something. Regardless,
16 damage.
yeah, no, the Buffalo Boggin, you see him gore the other man in plate mail right in the chin, and the horn goes right up through his chin into his face. And you see the horn kind of protruding from it as he also dies. For the moment, you're in this tent alone with the buffalo, kind of like at you, Boggin, as it kind of looks to its master and looks confused.
So is there stuff nearby?
Where do you look?
I guess
it's not in front of you.
I don't know. I search. I just search for it. Should I roll perception?
Can you ping on the tents? Which tent do you search?
Oh,
search,
what tent are we in?
You're in this one, the command tent. Yeah.
I guess I searched this one.
It's not in there.
All right. Okay.
Spend about a minute looking around.
This one's burned down, right? So.
It's partially burnt, not entirely. They got to it pretty quickly, but you can see.
I'm gonna grab the longsword.
Can see.
I'm gonna go search this one.
All right. You see an empty tent with a cage in it and a chair.
All right. How about this one?
You see a lot of gear that looks to be yours and Titus's.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll go holler for Titus.
Okay.
I mean, you can just. Never mind. I'm unconscious. I can't say anything.
Okay.
Wait, Titus is unconscious the entire time?
Mm-hmm. He's on the ground.
Yeah,
conscious.
I'm unconscious.
I didn't realize. Oh.
His buffalo just came and attacked.
Right. Oh, can I slap Titus awake?
He is at 0 hit points. He needs to heal for an entire day.
Oh.
Or get magically
okay.
healed.
All right.
Do you have any potions or anything on you? Let's see if
No.
Rotund did. As you look through Rotund's stuff, you see anything? You see a red potion. About 1/3 of it is gone.
All right.
So there's 2/3
I'm
left
gonna
of
take
this potion.
a small sip of it.
Give me a D8 as you drink another 1/3 of it.
Oh, I'm just trying to get like a tiny sip.
Doesn't mechanically work that way.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. I didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll bring it to Titus then.
All right.
And just hope that it's not
You pour it in his mouth.
like AIDS in a bottle. Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Give me 2d8.
Just-
Either one of you. You were
Here,
brought.
you roll.
You were
Never
brought
mind.
to 14 HP, Titus, as you awaken, magically healed. You see Boggin and your buffalo, blood on his horns.
Well, shoot. What happened after I got knocked out?
I killed the half-breed. And your buffalo did a valiant charge, and as you can see, wait, is the guy still gored on the horns?
Sure. Yeah, he's still gored on one of the horns. He's hanging though. He's not like he was before. He's got 2 guys.
Good boy,
on his horns.
Rufus. That's some extra treats for you.
So the psychopathic buffalo kind of. And you guys are in this tent right now. You find your gear.
So do we have our gear again?
Yeah, you've Boggin found it.
Okay. I say, we hightail it out of here.
Also in this room is his gear. Rotund's. Do you guys take any of his stuff? I can read it off if you want.
Yeah, read it
Yeah.
off.
What does he have?
He has 42 silver pieces and 3 copper pieces. He has a quarterstaff, a cloak, a bookcase. Please declare verbally if you want any of this stuff. A spell book, his regular spell book. 8 sheets of parchment, a hooded lantern, a lamp, three bottles of lamp oil, a vial of writing ink, a backpack, a lamp.
Apologies.
Roderick's spellbook, a quill, the tome you found from that tomb that revealed that grave site. You took the red potion already. He has a cloak with a spider on it, and a bunch of webs. And he has another spellbook.
I want that cloak.
and then a silver sword in his backpack.
I'll take the sword.
And then he
I'll
has a
take
bunch
the cloak and books.
of spell components and 2 red bloodstones.
Red bloodstone.
Yes.
I'll take those 2. Those
Oh,
don't-
he also in his backpack
I'll take the sword.
has a golden skull and a silver ring.
Ooh, I want that. Can I have the skull? You can have the ring.
I'll take the ring. Yeah, you can have the skull.
Tom, last time I gave you a
Hey.
skull item, I got a little concerned with what you did with it. Do you remember the town of Rushington?
I thought that was an amulet.
It was an amulet with a skull on it.
I remember Rushington.
You remember what
but
happened there?
That was a different character.
I'm aware, I'm just asking you. Metagaming.
I remember what happened.
Alright, just curious. Alright, so you guys grab what you do. No one overlapped there, did they?
Wait. Nope. Real quick, how much cash did he have on him?
He had 42 silver and 3 copper. He was very poor, actually.
I'll take the copper.
Wait, so what happened to... He said he betrayed us for money. Where's the money from the
He
betrayal?
was never given money metagame style. You don't know that, though. This is what you find.
Well, I mean, he told us that he betrayed us for money.
He thought he was going
Like,
to get
I
money.
asked him. Okay.
You can watch the VOD.
Hey, how
It
much
becomes
does that
very clear.
golden skull weigh?
It weighs 5 pounds, I believe, is what I have it marked down
Okay.
in IRL.
So I have the tomes, the 2 bloodstones, the silver ring, the books. I already said that with the tomes.
Who did
the
anyone?
tomes and books.
Did
and
someone
the
take?
fighter?
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
I took the sword.
The silver one.
I'm gonna don the
Yeah.
cloak
It is a
fighter.
short sword, by the way. But regardless,
How much does it weigh?
you don the cloak.
Like,
Yeah.
What are your
don the
thoughts
cloak.
as you don this cloak?
This is a nice fucking cloak.
Can you give me your exact
Silky
word for word
smooth.
thoughts? Do you think any tell me what words you think?
Silky.
Just silky.
It's silky and smooth.
Okay. Cool.
I
Yeah. You grab his gear. So you do. What do you do after this?
I say we hightail it out of here.
Yeah, I want to hop over the wall. Probably shouldn't go through the front door.
Okay.
Not the best idea.
I'm gonna hop on Rufus and just head back the way he came.
Right through the front.
Wherever Rufus came from.
He busted through this gate. You see it broken on its hinges. Barely. So you go that way, and Boggin goes a separate way, or do you go together?
I'll follow him.
Okay, you follow him. You are on the main street. You see multiple guards coming from every which way, from the left and the right down the main road. They don't appear to be hurrying, but you do see their torches and their armor and their tabards. There's like...
Gonna lay low, don't say anything.
Okay, you just walk away?
Just keep
See?
going.
Okay.
Just trying to get into Reading.
So you go towards Reading?
Yeah.
Alright, you go towards Reading. There's no guards on this side of the encampment, actually, when you get to the, edge of it. You do pass a couple of sets going towards the command center. As you're walking towards Reading, you hear a... Boggin, from your military experience, and your kit, you would probably realize that means, it would be like a fire is happening, danger is happening, something's wrong, that kind of thing, an emergency. So all the soldiers are to probably report to the command tent, and you see many different sets of people, men mostly, some women, kind of donning their armor and walking towards, or running in some cases. Some are actually walking, they look kind of sleepy and like they've taken an Ambien or something, and drolling on towards the command tent. As the part of camp you're in kind of disperses, you make it to the gates, or not gates, you make it to the end of the encampment, and right at the end, you see a bunch of arrows in the field before you, between you and the big stone gates of Reading, and the big stone walls. Since you are the first people to approach this in the party, you see a coat of arms on the walls, a horse mounted man with a lance, and he is like yellow, as he is in a charging position. That is the coat of arms of Reading. You,
Alright,
you are
just gonna-
about probably 3 football fields away from Reading right now, and you see arrows before you. As though they
Wait, are the arrows...
Like, hands up.
I got distracted for a second. What's going on? I know,
We're
like,
approaching
war
Reading.
horns are going off.
So you,
There's arrows
We're going to
between us
Reading?
and I'm guessing the gate to Reading.
yes, you see the gate to Reading in front of you, about 3 football fields away, and you see a field peppered with arrows. No bodies, but regardless, you see a field peppered with arrows before you. The encampment to your back,
gonna pray
and
that-
that to your front.
I'm gonna pray that they don't just fire on sight, and we're just gonna approach
Yeah.
like hands up, just keep walking forward.
I'm gonna be right next to him on Titus, on Rufus.
Okay.
So what am I doing there in all this?
I believe you were encamped out of the encampment with Miles.
Little snake. Got him.
Now we kind of like split up. And they're
Oh,
making
God.
it into Reading before me. Now I'm mad.
So you do hear the 3 horns go off during the night, though, but you don't know what that means.
I wouldn't.
Amir.
I probably wouldn't know what it means.
Yeah, you have no idea, but you hear it. Miles goes, huh? Something's going on in the encampment.
Yep.
Weird.
Should we make our move? Go into Reading?
If you want to. Probably not a good time. Alright, follow me, and he leads you, like, in a circle above the encampment this way, and says, the weakest line is from the south, going south from here. And he kind of dives down, walking style, into the encampment. He doesn't go that far, obviously, but that's, like, the path he's taking around the siege lines. And you do see a lot less tents on this side, and he eventually leads to a sewer grate. And in the time it's taking you to do this, so Boggin and Titus are marching towards the gates. Hands up.
Yep.
Titus, do you have your hands up?
Yep. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going along with what Boggin does.
I'm gonna need charisma checks from the both of you as you try and look as kind as possible. Utter fail. Utter fail.
Yeah, no.
You see 4 arrows fly towards you. As 13, 5, I think what is your ACs? Was it 2 and 3? Or 2 and 4?
Mine.
I'm 2.
2 arrows shoot towards you, Boggin. 2 arrows shoot towards Titus. I don't think either hits. No. They don't. Your AC's
Alright,
4?
put your hands
No.
up.
These arrows fly towards you as you're walking towards the city. Or town. Walled town.
I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna double pace and yell, "Cease fire! Cease fire!"
Oh god, give me another charisma check as you double pace and say he'll cease fire as you're. So I'm getting this right? The little dwarf with his little stumpy legs is putting his arms up. So is Titus. He's like, "Cease fire! Cease fire!" It's almost like he's doing in a gym class when you were in high school or middle school or whatever schooling. You ever have a gym class where you lift your legs up and do the knee highs? You ever done knee highs?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm imagining as you strut forward with your hands up, doing a weird dance. No, as you yell "cease fire" and continue to go towards it, you are shot at with arrows. 1 hits Boggin for something as I get a Tinder message. For 3 points of damage, you are shot with an arrow.
Ow.
I'm just saying, in medieval times, if someone did not have a weapon and had their hands up, nearly every castle would talk to them because that would be bad on you, and I'll give you infamy around all your neighbors.
War.
They're besieged. If you were just approach,
Cease fire for the love of
so
God.
if
Even in a besiegement, since Rome, if someone will walk without a flag in their hand,
okay,
they would let them.
okay, you're incorrect.
They're under
Rome
siege,
holocausted
they don't
the
know what's
people.
going on.
They put women and children in camps, dude, and slaughtered them.
If they fought back, if
No.
they would open the gates to
No,
the and no one was hurt.
We're not gonna have a history
Yes,
talk.
that
right
was
now.
Rome's system.
I know you're incorrect about this.
All right.
Have you
No,
look up the
I am
Gaelic
not.
Holocaust? Look it up. We don't need to have this conversation right now. But especially with Rome,
Like,
you're
it's not
incorrect.
God fought tooth and nail. I said
It's
if they
not
did
important. It's not important.
It is.
I know
It
you're
is right now. I'll talk to you after it.
actually not.
It is very important to me, but I'll talk to you after it
Regardless.
about Roman Steeds
In
tap
the meantime, while you're not busy, look up Gaelic Holocaust. But regardless, where were we? You distracted me. Boggin, what do you
Right.
do? You say anything else? You just
Still-
keep making
Still
pace.
screaming ceasefire and still running.
You close on this football
Yeah,
field
I'm-
this
I'm-
time. You close on the first football field worth of distance.
Please. God damn.
As another 4 arrows launch at you, one critically missing. Man snaps his bowstrings, but you don't know that. Titus, you also go to like, hey guys! Or what does Titus sound like?
Hey, why y'all shooting at us?
Yes. None of them hit though, as they roll 14s and a 1. Anyway, so yeah, one of them snaps his bowstrings, but you don't know that. So yeah, it's this round again.
Is there like a code word that I happen to know that I could like yell out instead of just ceasefire? You know, with my military background.
Generally, you hold up a white piece of cloth. For
Alright, yeah. I tie a bit of white cloth like to the bottom of my hand axe, like, and just like try and wave it around
You take a white cloth.
as like an impromptu flag.
All right, and in your hand, give me another charisma check. We'll give you a bonus of -1 for your ingenuity with your white flag. Is that a pass?
That might be a pass. No, it's not. Never mind. My charisma's terrible.
Do you do anything, Titus?
I mean, I can try to keep saying, hey, stop shooting, but... yeah, no.
Titus, 2 arrows go towards you, 1 towards you, Boggin. Natural 1 on Boggins. Another man snaps his bowstrings. What the fuck? Anyway, 6 and a 14
Nice
don't hit
fucking
Titus, so he is not hit. All right, you guys got another round. You are closing in on the second football field. You're about to be within a football field's distance of this town.
This is so
Hey,
bad.
we're friendly, eh?
Give me more. Oh my god. Boggin, do you say anything different?
Plus, you guys have to realize, I get more negative things to my charisma, too, because of my kit. Like, I'm pretty sure I do. I have to read it over. But...
We killed Count Blade.
And the enemy captain.
You scream, I killed
We
Count Blade.
destabilized.
All right,
We
give me
destabilized the encampment, please.
give me another charisma check as you stride forward.
No, minus one or just flat 120.
Give me a -1 for your ingenuity in admitting to the murder of a count. All right, you pass. For now, the arrows stop as you scream out, "I killed Count Blade! I committed this high crime to kill a noble."
Look.
Yeah, and you guys just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Rufus
going
here
forward.
killed the enemy captain person.
Two arrows. Since Titus decided to speak, 2 arrows fly towards Titus, both missing again against one clanking against your armor, just barely not seeping
I
through.
mean, they're accepting Boggin. Why would they shoot at Titus?
Because he rolled a nat critical fail on his charisma check. That's why.
Never mind then. Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah. But you guys continue forward. They do stop shooting
Yeah.
at you after this round. And you make
All
it to
right.
the gates, and you hear a big booming voice go, "Who are you? And you said you killed Count Blade?"
Well,
And
okay,
Sir
maybe I
Goran.
phrased it poorly. We didn't kill him, but he did die.
No, we killed him.
So,
Titus will know exactly what happened.
No, we killed him.
Alright, I didn't kill him. Titus, this man may have killed him. I didn't.
I help.
How? Do you have proof?
I have Sir Goran's cape. His bodyguard, his most
Wait, have you
trusted
been
rider's
wearing
cape.
that?
No,
Oh,
I just
okay,
have it in
okay.
on Bean.
All right. So they go, "Hold on," and you hear a little.
And I have his sword too,
You
actually.
hear a
Or I
creaking
had.
as the gate is slightly opened for one person to slip through at a time, and you see a person kind of look out at you, and he goes, "Provide the evidence and put down all your arms."
Okay, I tossed them the cape and Sir Goran's sword.
All right.
And I guess I mean my mace is technically on beams still.
Right. They
Other than I have my bow, but
you are thrown out shackles to put on your hands.
okay.
Do you shackle yourselves?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
sure, I'll do
Now we're
it.
gonna be in here regretting.
Alright, and you see the man who was there before kind of slip back and say, "Enter."
Well, let's enter.
Yep.
You enter as we fade to black.
Hey,
So what did I do during
that was
all
a
this?
good session, I think.
We'll have to figure out how Almira gets in. Possibly.
Question: can I get all the XP just by myself for the 3 guards I murdered while everyone else just watched me?
Yeah, you can. I mean, no one else technically got involved in combat with them in any way.
Does Rufus
Hey.
Rabin, do they level up?
Rufus, he doesn't level up. No, he gets technically he receives a share of the XP. But we'll have to find that out.
Oh
next
my
time.
lord.
All right.